came out and spoke clearly and openly that at the coming of President Buhari, as at the time he came in, 8,000 kilometers of roads has been constructed all across Nigeria in the past 7.5 years we have spent in government. But in these 7 years, 5,000 plus of those roads went to the Yoruba states. 5,000 plus. The remaining 3,000 kilometers here in the northern part of Nigeria, 3/4 of those roads has not been completed. It's this same Fashola that refused to allow them to give us light. He's the one that stopped everything related to the reviving of our light here in the northern part of Nigeria. After Obasanjo, it was what he did to us that led to the elimination of our light. And now he comes out and plays Fashola. And this Fashola is Tinubu's boy, the former governor of Lagos. But today, it's our own people that are going to publicize Tinubu. This Fashola, everything he will do in his life, he must consult Tinubu. And now he's shamelessly coming out to say that over 5,000 kilometers of the roads constructed are in the Yoruba state. Our brother is ruling. And we here, apart from loss of lives and properties, we have nothing. Another disturbing issue is the fact that President Muhammadu Buhari is the Minister of Petroleum. He is the National Minister of Petroleum for the past 7.5 years. NNPC, the body responsible for refining crude oil for the nation, came out with information that recharge card, listeners should hear me well, recharge card, they bought recharge card of 20 billion naira in 1 year. 20 billion naira. Buhari is alive and is ruling this kind of government. Now, to welcome visitors from gate to office, to eat biscuits, drink minerals and bottled water, they spent 13 billion naira in 1 year. So when you join the 20 billion naira in the 20 billion naira and 13 billion, it will sum up to 33 billion naira for only biscuits, reading newspaper and recharge card. And Buhari is the leader of this government. So which poor man will come out and say he will come and engage in any of such things? Since Nigeria was established, this kind of injustice that has been done by APC government has never been done to the north. Vice President is a Yoruba man. The Speaker is Yoruba. Go and see the injustice that has been done, just considering the things that the Vice President did under the trade and money market. Go and consider the injustice the Speaker Fayemi at the National Assembly displayed, taking privileges to their own Yoruba section. And now they come out that we should carry our votes again and give it to Yorubas. Your Excellency, do you think that this means that they are not supposed to be elected or what? They are not supposed to be elected. Any poor man that go ahead to vote APC at any level in election, on the day of judgment, God will punish him for putting the people of Nigeria in problem. Especially we here from the north. We are those that set up APC. We are the people in the government of APC. We have cheated the masses. President Buhari, even now his wife has come out. The world had her say that they want to apologize to Nigerians because of what they ought to do. She said, whether they have done it, it was done or it was not done, we must apologize to Nigerians. The answer is that it was not done. What ought to be done was not done. Now, you hear everything has gone up. Rice, 2,500 naira. Today I am in Kano, in the city of Kano. Now, from me to my grandfathers, we are all indigenous of Kano. A liter of fuel is 250 to 300 naira. Since this place was established, we have never seen evil like this one. Apart from weakening our wealthy people, any occasion comes up, somebody has to sell his family inheritance to give money. Even they have to sell farmland. Somebody will sell the land he inherited from his father, who inherited it from his grandfather, because they kidnap his son or his relative to go and give the money as ransom. All of this happened under Buhari's leadership. We are in the government. It's necessary that we declare the truth, because on judgment day, God will ask us, whether you are a Muslim or a Christian, God will ask you the right of these our masses. For that reason, just as the prophet declared, anybody we think can do such a thing, let's tell ourselves the plain truth. As a party, APC, we cannot handle this work at all. If Buhari is leading a Hausa man, a Fulani man, a Muslim from Daura, and a human being is burnt alive in Sokoto, a pregnant woman was set ablaze, Their children in Zamfara state were packed and killed. Their corpses were thrown in a well. Buhari has never gone to sympathize with their people. So what will Ahmed Bola Tinubu do? A person that cannot stand for 2 minutes. For 2 minutes he cannot stand, and you go to vote for him. Buhari from Daura. The Daura that originates from the north is the real Hausas. Is leading. A Muslim is leading, and they will enter a village and kill women. Somebody is standing in his presence. They will rape his daughter and kill her before his presence, and you are here talking.
Yeah, we finally got somebody who did the interpretation in a voiceover, or else you would have just sat there lost. I have no clue. Only few people who understand what he's saying. But that's exactly the interpretation of all he said. He's a member of APC, Egbekegbe in Kano. So if you're hearing things here and there and all of that, yeah, there's so much going on, of course. But it's all up to you. You make your choice, you lay your bed, you lie on it. As you lay your bed, so you lie on it. That was my grandfather's statement. As you lay your bed, so you lie on it. So every time I'm trying to lay my bed, I am always so perfect about it. And that's the same thing I'm trying to do with my life too. Trying to make sure that the kind of bed I lay for my life is comfortable enough for me to sleep soundly. But there you go. It is all cooking up. Your choice is your choice. Abi, no be so. Meanwhile, on the side, yeah, after Obasanjo's endorsement, this or that, you've heard about David Clark too. Is it David Clark? Yeah, he's an Ijaw leader, Obasanjo's friend, and sometimes not so friendly friends, but the people who are like, you can consider him as one of the owners of Nigeria, maybe not a high-stake one. He endorsed Dobi as well. Yeah, the Rogbodinho of Obasanjo's endorsement, this or that one is yet to dry up. So before that of Edwin Clark, not David Clark, no, Edwin Clark. It should be Edwin. God bless you, Jare. One of the Jaw leaders, they call him respected leaders. For that sake, I'm not going to say a lot about him, not much. Because the Jaw themselves have actually produced other worse and worse criminals. For imagine, can you believe that under this APC, which met an NDDC, Niger Delta Development Commission, created by Obasanjo, under Bokwari, in a space of just 3-4 years, and NDDC in Niger Delta, they have received over 4 trillion naira from Nigeria. Almost nothing to show for it in the entire Niger Delta. So the likes of Edwin Clark and co, old, very old, are the people who are feeding fats from the system. To them, Nigeria must not break before we go. Not like this. So yeah, Obi is their last shot too. He had all this to say. If you have time, you can listen. If you don't, you can come back after 5 minutes. I mean, you've got nothing to lose. Listen to this.
In the world. But things are not moving on well with us. And we're not the cause. So I thought today, we have about 3, 4, 5, 18 candidates moving around. As I introduced to you earlier, I am the leader of the Southern and Middle Belt Elders Forum, which is made up of Afenifere of Southwest, South-South, that is Pan Niger Delta, Ohanese, that's the Igbo stock, the Igbo speaking Nigerians, Middle Belt, That is the buffer between the south and the north. All the states occupying that area, the middle of Nigeria, are called Middle Belt. They are with us. They believe that Nigeria belongs to all of us, and that's what we believe in. So we are whatever we are doing today, we are always together. We're talking about Plateau, we're talking about Benue, we're talking about Kwara, we're talking about Niger, and so on. So we are together. It's not a question of tribe, it's not a question of religion. No. So, my purpose of calling this press conference, therefore, is for my choice to make known to all Nigerians. And sitting by me here is Julius. When I'm at 96, you should count one more year to your age until it pleases the Almighty God to take me away. I have already drafted my speech, my short address, and I would like to call upon my presidents. We want Peter Obi to be the president of Nigeria come 2023. Yes. And I want to make it very clear that the people who are suffering in this country today are the youth, the young school children. They have no place to go to. They move around as if they belong to a special class. These children should come out, go to your homes, go to your villages. There you belong to. Go and educate your people. Go and tell them what to do before coming to the township. People now want to kick you away, don't want you to go anywhere. They want to use you. Don't allow anybody to bribe you. You want a transparent president. A president who is strong. A president who is educated. A president who is humble. A president who has every leadership quality that we want. We don't want.
And that is why they choose Obi. Me, I like all the fights. I see everything they cook up from left, right, and center. I like it. It's making every other projection seems to be coming to perfection as well. So it's a 10-year-old girl was at an event talking about that Obio, right? A 10-year-old girl was at an event and she asked, Obi, what's your plan for the poor kids in Nigeria if you become the president of Nigeria? I want to share that with you. And briefly too, his response as well.
Thank you so much. Okay, so Your Excellency, this is Dara Simi, and reports getting to me. Dara, please come. Okay, you want to go and meet His Excellency? Please go ahead. Please put your hands together for Dara Simi. Your Excellency, Dara Simi is 10 years old, and she has a question for you.
Good evening, everyone. Good evening. My name is Dara Simi Nagi. If elected as the president of Nigeria, what would you do to save the young, poor, and dying children of Nigeria in Nigeria and South Africa?
Well, I'll send down my granddaughter. My dear daughter, let me tell you, The purpose of government is to care for the people. And the first line of care of the people is the poor people. So government is actually meant to protect the less privileged in the society. They are the first people we need to care. And I assure you, I'll care for them. They are the purpose why we should stop stealing government money. Because we need that money to be able to help them. Because God has given us the grace to protect their interests. And I assure you, my commitment will be total. And I hope you're taping this, or somebody's taping it for you. I'm sure somebody's taping it for you. So if he's taping it without standing, you'll be able to ask me this question. Maybe 4 years, 5 years in the future. Ask me this question. What did you do? And I'll show you what I did to save it.
A round of applause for His Excellency. Please put your hands together for Darasimi as well.
Let me tell you why this is important. What made me to save, I always say that one of the most tragedy of Nigeria is sacrifice. So you are governor, everywhere you go, 100%, 120%, people are telling you you're doing well. Even when you know obviously you're not doing well. And I always cite 2 places. One of them is what happened with this young girl now. I went to a secondary school and promised them I'm going to fix their roof. I was there in October. And in January, I went to the top of that local government. And I have not fixed the roof. And I was in interaction with people, including students who came from the same school. Just one person told me, when I said question time, he raised a hand. And I said, let me start with this tiny girl. He said, Governor, why do you make promise you don't keep? You can imagine what happened in that hall. Everywhere was quiet. The principal and teachers of the school ran to her to close her mouth. So she became frightened and cried. And I said, no, leave her. Tell me, my daughter. And she told me the truth. I made a promise which I never kept. And I said to her, I called the commissioner for education. The commissioner, we must solve this problem before I leave here. I must apologize to this girl. I promised to give their principal the check to fix that roof. They've already given me the bill, about 7.something million now. So go and find that check for us to give it to this girl with an apology. Of course, we did whatever we did. Got a check while I was there. We got a bank to issue us a check and say whatever documentation you want, we'll do it later on. They did it. We gave the girl the check and I apologized. The same principal who were telling me things were good came and carried the girl in their head and ran out of. So we must have people who will tell us we are wrong. It is important. This is time to look at those who are serving you in their face and say they are wrong. That's why I said it's a dialogue. Let's listen to each other. Chinasa didn't plan this so we can start drinking wine and champagne. But I can tell you, I will go out of here fulfilled than seeing where people are eating and drinking. It shows that the youth of Nigeria are now thinking about their own country. Not about going to dance, not about going to eat, but what can we do to save this country?
So that was Obi. I decided to share that before I round it up with my updates on the Yoruba Union activities. So let me take you back to Kaduna, where Hell Rufaya's foot soldiers, when we talk about the religious criminals or manipulators who are angling on of using the religion still, because this is going to be a religious fight in a way, fight for survival as Muslim ticket is getting wider. So somebody was preaching and he was telling a cleric, right, was talking to people in Kaduna, and guess what he told them? He said, listen, before now, we have been having infidels in charge of this place until God, Allah, gave us Hell Rufai. They are now changed our fortune in Kaduna. So I advise you to keep such in indirectly or directly telling them APC, Egbekegbe, will protect their interest, like El Rufaya has protected their interest in Kaduna. I mean, he also told them to vote wisely, by the way, because that's on record, right? Listen to this.
Any of them that feels Muslim, that is the one I should campaign for. Not because of anybody. I'm not after anything. Ba wani ɗan takarar da zai musulunci aiki. Babu. Ko a Kaduna sai da Allah ya amfani da wani gwamna ya taka ma arnin jihar nan burki tukun suka fahimci cewa amma ku tsaya kuna wani wuni adalci, su suna muku adalcin ne? Su suna ɓoye gabansu ne? Mutanen Gombe ce da su ku Gombawa duka local government din kafare guda uku ne, amma kuna ba su deputy governor. A Plateau muna da musulmai amma sun hana mu komai. Muna ai malan ka san adalci. Jahili ne baka san adalcin ba. You don't even know the concept of adalci. So this is transformation. Go and vote wisely for transformation. Any political juggernaut has to fulfill 7 or 10-point agenda. We need security.
That is where the takia comes in. Just before you say them, so that it won't start sounding like, oh, but this Alpha is right now. Do not deceive yourself. They started recording him when he got to a point when he told them that somebody like him 100% support the Muslim. This is somebody inside the hall where they have a Muslim student in a hall. They invited him to come and speak to them, right? And he started telling them that, listen, when people talk about Muslim, yes, he as a person supports Muslim ticket and he will support them till anything. That look at Plateau State and look at Kaduna. Look at the life of the Amfani. The Amfani in that statement is like, look at the advantages we are enjoying in Kaduna. I don't think the people of Southern Kaduna are going to agree with those, enjoyments, like the cleric said. So people screamed from the start. No. They started explaining himself. Take it out again. Let's take that again. Now, in context, now, take a look. Take a listen again.
Any of them that feels Muslim, that is the one I should campaign for. Not because of anybody. I'm not after anything. Ba wani ɗan takarar da zai musulunci aiki. Babu. Ko a Kaduna sai da Allah ya amfani da wani gwamna ya taka ma arnin jihar nan burki tukun suka fahimci cewa amma ku tsaya kuna wani wuni adalci, su suna muku adalcin ne? Su suna ɓoye gabansu ne? Mutanen Gombe ce da su ku Gombawa duka local government din kafare guda uku ne, amma kuna ba su deputy governor. A Plateau muna da musulmai amma sun hana mu komai. Muna ai malan ka san adalci. Jahili ne baka san adalcin ba. You don't even know the concept of adalci. So this is transformation. Go and vote wisely for transformation. Any political juggernaut has to fulfill 7 or 10-point agenda. We need security, food production, quality education, job opportunities, shelters for the citizens, and healthcare delivery system. unepileptic power supply. Are you counting? Good water, water. وَجَعَلْنَا.
Oh yeah. How many of them? How many of those things is listed there as Bokwari given to them in Nigeria today? How many of those things is listed as Bokwari given to you? Security, water, food production, Abi, employment, and what again? How many of them? It is called takiya. Takiya is when they start sounding like, you know what? I don't have any problem with you being somebody who doesn't believe in my faith and all of that. It's just that I just don't like it that you think we share or we have the same right in the same space. I don't like that. And if you offend me, if I feel so offended, I think you should get to know that I could actually organize and kill you and do all of this because, I mean, don't blame me, okay? I want what you want, but it's an offense for you to think we want the same thing. That is the concept of takiya. The fraud called Nigeria. Shebi use they see Shena Iswap Abina Isba. Which one is that guy behind him? Let me check that guy again. You know
any of them that feels Muslim.
Abisa Aban. That one is swap Abina Isba in Nigeria. The confusion that you are witnessing today is because of the clash of culture, not religion, not every other thing that have now become the deciding factor of how we feel and why we want to be out of this nonsense, okay? The manipulation, the every other thing. It is the cultural clash. They say they don't drink. In Nigeria, it's not an Islamic country, but they've registered Nigeria into Islamic organizations all over the world, making agreements, signing pacts on behalf of Nigeria, including all the Christians and everybody who don't get religion like me. People like me who don't get religion, oh, we're in the middle. We are nothing in Nigeria. So a lot of us will have to like lie and pretend. They say, what religion are you? I don't get any religion. Hey, devil. You must be a devil. Oh. How can you say you don't have a religion? Don't you believe in God? Did you create yours? Baba Koshidanu Jare, I say I don't get religion. You want to use your religion, they probe me. They ask me questions about God, this or that. Baba, you the mad. So if all of us no exist in your lexicon, in your arrangement, now here we are. We just have to we just have to exist in the war of those who believe that they could use that religion. In Nigeria, this one is supreme. That one is the biggest. This one is the one that will take you to heaven. But what if I'm not interested in either? I don't care where I end. I just want to exist, live like a normal human being. Now your culture says you don't like me. Okay? Maybe I don't like you too. But my culture didn't say I should kill you because I don't like you. But you may hide behind religion and say your religion says you should kill me. Share you demand, Shebi your religion should kill people who say believe in your religion. How can you go out of your place? People who don't get any believe in your religion, but they are forced together to be in a contraption. How you can't say you justifying it and say, my religion is because you are offending me. You demand, Now, people who believe in your religion, believe in the everything it is, they are those people who you. But that is not in Nigeria. So they've got Isba, they've got ISWAP, they've got Boko Haram. And all of them, they are fighting for Allah in a corrupt hellhole called Nigeria. Think about that. So that's why you see all these guys. Then once they say one thing, you know what I mean? They are the deputy Allah, I be deputy God, I be special advisor to God on human matter. I won't weary. But it works. All of these are cultural clashes. Call it anything where you want to call them. To me, now cultural clash. If all of us did our country. See, if Ghana, where you see as Ghana today, and the Benin Republic that you see today, if all of them, if they are part of Nigeria and they call them a state, because they have their own culture, Ashanti Kotoko, Ashanti Kotoko, Ashanti Kotoko, what do you know? There will be clashes. You don't force people who have different, diverse background of culture and tradition, force them together. They will find any means, any reason to kill themselves. That's exactly what Nigeria represents. This is the season. This is the time they always water to germinate all the things that will show to you Nigeria shouldn't be one single country. Not like this. So when anybody says they want to rescue Nigeria, they are doing everything to fight for, it's all lies. So no, they believe them. There are people who are actually bidding their time, taking their turn, because Nigeria is turn by turn Nigeria Limited. Get on the queue. There are so many people on the queue claiming that they love Nigeria. No, they don't. They don't. Everybody is waiting for their turn. The buried differences, the buried sort of, cultural clashes that they are trying to hide. They are those widening the gap between us. How do you kind of escape that? By pretend that they don't exist? All right, good luck with that. So kick the can down the road as they have been doing. Use Allah, use God, use Jesus, use blood of this or that, use vision. Tell us that God is talking to you. Use all manner of whatever comes to your head and lie that there is something coming for Nigeria. Just they play. They play, just they play. It goes soon clear. When it is clearer, I feel like I'm going to be one of those who are going to be waiting to say, didn't I tell you? I told you so, but it is not all lost. If you are Yoruba, you better join us. If you are from the Middle Belt, find those who are within the Kwara Rafa Republic campaigners, join them. But you are from the eastern part of Nigeria, you better join the Biafrans. Join everybody who is actually aligning with their real root that Nigeria is telling you that it's nothing. Bury it. You are Nigeria first before you are Yoruba. How much of a lie from generation to generation have you been fed? Oh, you are Nigeria first. No, nobody is a Nigerian. Seriously? Officially, they gave us that. Fine. But we'll shed it. We'll drop it some of us will drop it at any given opportunity. Have you asked us why? Than for you to feel like you are just unpatriotic, you demand. The most unpatriotic human beings from Nigeria are your criminal politicians. You know it. You do. I've not got any power to change your life. You know that. I've not got any power to impact on your life. Whether you are a rich person or a poor person. Whether you are tall or short. Whether you are religious or not. It doesn't matter. The government affects you all together same way. And you eventually find your place based on their treasury and criminality. You don't get that, do you? No? Anyway, I just thought I should tell you that stop hoping, expecting something different while you are doing the same thing again and again and again. The last time I checked, by the way, they said that those who have been doing the same thing again and again, then expecting a different result. Now, sign of weary, mental problem. You may not understand this. Just think. They said the symptom of weary, àrùn ọpọlọ, shoko, unkumiri, and the rest of anything where you get for mind. I'm talking about shoko gidi. Is for somebody to be doing the same thing again and again and again, then expecting a different result. Baba, they tell you, say, Omo Yami, oti ni menta. Look around you. You can't get different results. You can keep hoping, but all this can be settled. If you let people, nations force together, the people within, if you love Nigeria. I'm saying this clearly, and I mean it. If you love Nigeria, pick up your identity. You know your identity. Some of you are so afraid to even pick those identity up. I mean, it's such a shame. That's how much they have beaten it into you. Beaten it out of you. You are not a Yoruba man. Yes, you are a Yoruba man, but you are Nigerian first. You must be patriotic. Baba, there is no patriotic Nigerian. No. Everybody just they pretend they wait for their own time. Oh. And if you don't understand all of this as scam, Baba, you be the mark. Now you that is scam. So go and get your shirt, go and get your umbrella, go and get your broom, go and get everything they are going to give to you. Go and get your t-shirt. Get whatever they give to you. Start open. you will come back to the same thing. BLLB. Boshelo, Loshebo. Now the title, a lot of you don't win that many times. PhD, BLLB. But the difference is this. You haven't agreed that you did get mental problem. Thinking. You can save Nigeria. Oh, see, I am not a doctor, but on this particular one, is a research that has been proven again and again and again, and Nigeria is a very good context of that. We don't have any power, but we do our best to save some who are ready to actually not just listen, reason. You listen, you reason, you sit down and you think, all this happening around you, they are not ray of hope. If you believe anywhere telling you that there is a light after the tunnel, Baba, you will believe that, okay, hang on. I actually have one airport I want to sell here in the UK. Sure you get. If you believed any of them, contact me. I get one airport where I want to sell very cheap and very, very operational. Just 80,000 pounds sterling. Call me and send the money. I'll show you the airport. You can't help it. But if it is for the experience, you can go try. You can go try. I'm going to remind you of this, that we may not have the power to say this or that, but we can hand that power. I love Yoruba Union now. Honestly speaking, it's becoming something so potent and then futuristic. So far, so good. I know that this particular week, there's going to be a major announcement. A major announcement that is going to set the stage for other things that we have in stock for this year. You can be part of it too. Honestly, you can. And you are, in fact, welcome to be part of it too. As time goes on, I am going to take you through that road. So on Friday, this Friday, at the 6th of January, we are going to launch a new campaign. And this campaign is going to be called the Education Support Program on Yoruba Union. Honestly speaking, you have no idea how buzzing I am for this. Well, until I got to see the prize, I'll keep you in a way in the loop. And then until Friday when I'll brief you. But for tonight, maybe if I have a chance of taking calls, that will be when I come back from my tea break. You can phone in, ask questions, make contributions, and then help us complete the rest of the night. So I'm going to go now, and I'm going to come back in a minute or 2 or 3 or even 4 minutes, however long it takes, right? The number to call is on your screen. You can use that. Call in and let's have a chat about your week and this week. Thank you very much. I'll be back. Anyway, thank you so much. To every one of you who actually stayed back or you want to call in and be part of this conversation, just pick up your WhatsApp, right? Pick up your phone, dial this number on your WhatsApp, +44079606311010. Just WhatsApp call, okay? I think I have a caller. If he's still there. Hello there.
Hello, sir. Good evening, sir.
Hello, brother. How are you?
I'm fine, sir.
So
fine,
brilliant.
sir.
Yeah, you are my first caller today again. So what would you like to add, please?
Yes. Well, firstly, I would like to thank you, sir, because you actually said something on the live program and you made your wishes known to me, and you actually send the money to my account. So I want to say thank you because it's from the live program that you said you're good to. Yes, sir. So it's from the live program that you announced that the first caller will receive an amount, and you actually credited my account. So I'm coming back to the live program again to say that thank you very much, sir.
Well,
God continue to bless you,
tell
sir.
them, if you want to go that route, then you have to tell them what I said on the live program, and then you have to confirm if that's exactly what happened offline as well, just before we go deeper. Would you?
Yes. I called on the first. So, and you said that the very first person that called on your program and happened to be in Nigeria, that a sum of 50,000 naira will be sent to his account, and which you actually did, sir.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, and you actually send the money to my account, and I receive it. So, I am saying that I received the money. Thank you so much, sir.
I mean, I got your message, and you did say something about eyeglasses. Let me tell you something that got to me.
Yes,
personally, when I got down your voice note, when you said something about, this money gave you a chance of replacing your eyeglasses, or getting yourself one, which has also improved your vision, your sight. That's quite good because I never believed in my life that I would wear glasses. But Baba, until I got to this country, and 8 years ago, I got my first recommended, glasses. And it was then I realized that I couldn't see far. So if in 2023, you happen to have this brighter vision, right? Just forget about the money. That's something good. Because the day I was able to see well, it was like, oh my God. So I've actually been suffering. Sorry, sir.
Our country here is not, it's really very, very devastating because to see and our medical plan, our general hospital does not facilitate all these things. And before you can even see any practitioner, you have to go as early as possible in the morning, and even going there as early as possible by 6 o'clock. I'm talking about general hospitals. You have to take a number. I have been to a general hospital in Bagada. I have been to general hospital at Lasso, and even getting there around 6 o'clock. I'm going to say I am the last. I think the last one I went, I think I was number 30. And even before you can see any ophthalmologist, you have to pay some certain amount. And we call this general hospital. There's nothing general hospital about this thing. It is our sweat that we are paying for it.
I think
and this is
not free. So I mean, it's still a general hospital.
And this is one of the bad.
Pay the money,
this is
right, you still get to have to. You get served. But if you don't pay, you don't get served. Isn't it?
You don't get served. So now I am taking myself as an example now that at least I am below average. What of those people that are even less average? And sir, if you go down to our general hospitals, Lasso, you will see how sick people are sleeping So it is very gory. It is very gory. And yet, I don't know, our politicians they keep telling us that they are doing the best in the ed sector, in the education sector. Sir, I happen to be a product of a government school, but I can categorically say that I graduated from a public school, but I paid all my expenses. down to the lastra and this thing. We have to pay some certain amount of money before we can gain admission. Now I'm talking as a medium person, as a medium level person. Most of those people that can't have even afford to buy broom, sir. When I was still in school, there was a teacher that said that if you can't bring broom, that don't come to the school gate. Broom. So many things like that is happening. I finished from Lagos State Government School, so it's not that I finished from other government school, but I finished from Lagos State, and I know all these things. All these things that are painting black and blue. It is not like that. So, sir, back to today's topic. Was not 2 days ago. I listened to Arise News, and the anchor brought three people from APC, PDP, and Labour Party to come and just oppose the reason why Obasanjo was endorsed.
Endorsement, yeah.
As in endorsed Peter Obi. You can see how they are just speaking nonsense. As in, they are just playing our senses. As in our senses, because now, what if Obasanjo endorses Obasanjo? It will be another way around. They are just playing our intelligence. I don't understand. And I think
if Obasanjo had endorsed
exactly.
Tifku,
I checked Twitter this evening now. I checked Twitter this evening now, and now that Edwin Clark has supported Peter, endorsed Peter B, I'm not seeing that. Oh, Edwin Clark is a thief. He's something like that. All this so he wasn't a thief when he has not. So Nigeria, please.
So those who are participating and expecting a different thing are the people we should probably tell that you better watch your art. They are not. It's not going to be the first time of breaking it. But hopefully you can protect it this time by not offering it to them. Idris, let me take another call, okay, brother? Thank you so much.
All right, thank you very much, sir. Thank you very much, sir.
Good one, all right? Nice
yes,
one.
Sir.
So, I have another person on the line this time. Hello there.
Hello, Mayugun.
Yes, sir. Ahmed, is that you?
Yes, sir.
Sorry, did I get that right? Ahmed, is that you or somebody else?
Ahmed,
how are you, Baba? Well, I'm here. I mean, just same old.
Happy New Year. Oh, sorry, Bila, we don't wish ourselves Happy New Year.
I think yes, because we were on the People's Parliament Yoruba, and on the program we just had to greet all ourselves that Happy New Year, even if all of you are still counting the hours. So, but yeah, you are right.
Yeah, we were counting 6 hours before you guys.
Sure, you guys. So yeah, that's the 2023, the famous 2023. We are in it.
Yeah. I have quite a lot to talk, which I don't know if I'll have the time, but I will just summarize it somehow.
Please, yeah.
After the People's Parliament we had, right?
Yes.
Because I wasn't having time much, so I just had time to go and watch this Yoruba series that you did.
Oh, okay.
On the
series 1, 2, 3. Right.
Yeah. So when I was watching, like, some people called in, there was one woman that called in, and I was so happy the way you responded when you told her, when she said, if you want to really talk about Yoruba, whatever this, you have to go through the route of Akintoye and Sunday.
She didn't even say that way. She said, if we want to be accepted by Yorubas, we must go through him. If not, nobody will listen to us in Yoruba land. And she just came back, so she knows what she's talking about. And I felt offended, even though I would say it's just an innocent suggestion, by the way. And then, you know what I mean? But it was so offensive.
Maigun, let me tell you, I know you understand. You see, most of the people that would come on the comment section to say something, some of them called in, but Maigun, the truth will always be the truth.
That's right.
Because they themselves, they know they are not thinking right. So for them to call him, they will want to call him to say, let me even go and counter him. But by the time you pick the phone, forget it. They can't
So
say
they
nothing.
will just be,
A
dancing around what they want to say. Okay.
They will start dancing, and that was exactly what she did. She started going around, playing around, until at the end she said what she wanted to say.
You are right.
That if you don't
She at
associate
a
with
point,
this
Ahmed, she even made it look
person,
like I am the one, who is now starting a new
yeah,
group for Yoruba nation. That's what she made it. She said,
nation.
I know you want to start one. So if you want to start one, go ahead and start it so that we can see what you self are doing. I just want you to know that if you want Yoruba to accept you, because those Baba Akintoye have worked so well, they have done a great job. If you want Yoruba to accept
And
you, you must go through them. Honestly
us,
speaking, Ahmed,
tell us,
I lost it that moment. I started faking my life. Faking my laugh rather. I started faking it because at that point I was like, oh my God. Oh my God.
I wish I
Oh
was
God.
I wish I was online. Because that same person, I guess that same person still went back on the comment section and they were saying,
I was arrogant. But I was reading all of that and I was like, okay, well, I have never denied it. If you see me as Onigberaga, yes, Monigberaga. So what are you going to do about that? So what are you going to do?
You people should understand something. Nàìjíríà tẹ wà nínú ẹ̀ lénìí tí gbogbo yín ń wọ́nà tẹ́ fẹ́ gbégbà tẹ́ ẹ̀ rí tó jẹ́ pé ibi tẹ́ ti fẹ́ gbégbà yẹn ẹ̀yin náà tún bọ́ sí fraud. You started defrauding people, telling people lies. This is how your Nigeria started. This is how the madness, the nonsense they were doing.
Abnormalities, finding excuses for all the bad behaviors.
Yes, we are not scared of anybody. Nobody, I repeat, nobody can dictate to us what we want to do.
No.
Everybody, we are all Yorubas, and we can choose to do whatever.
There is nobody that is more Yoruba than any Yoruba. Nobody. I don't care who you are. I don't care where you are fed.
We don't care.
There is no Yoruba that is more than any Yoruba anywhere, old or young.
You are not more than us. Nobody is disrespecting Oloye Sunday Igboho or whatever. But it is a painful thing because we on this program, we knew how much we raised to contribute.
Over 22 million naira went into their different hands. I have the receipts.
Like what do anybody, because now we have seen another thing that, okay, let's go through this route. How many people on this program will now have the confidence?
Let's do the same we did a year ago. They've eroded that confidence to build that back. God knows. I don't know how long it's going to take.
How can we build that back? You guys have messed things up for us. If not that we on here, we remain resolute and we remain like on what we want
focus
to
do. And confident that we will make an impact if we remain together, no matter how long it takes. And we will.
All this money we were giving out or whatever, if we had used it for this project that we just did,
imagine.
Do you know how many people would have won back? And you be saying someone wants to be a leader. Who told you my ego wants to be a leader? Are you mad or something?
Obviously, but yeah.
See, you are not scared of anybody.
I don't care who you are. See, Ahmed, this is the new slogan, okay? If you respect us, we'll respect you. Now, you don't say you respect us by doing things that actually disrespects us. And we discover that what you are doing is actually disrespectful. And we are now pointing that out, and you feel like, let us respect it. In with the weakest voice, so Ahmed.
It's only those who like us who will like them. You do for me, you do for me, you push me. It's only those who like us who will.
No art. You can't deceive me and then be so confident in front of me and say, shut up your mouth, don't talk to me like that. Say, yeah, we're in it, sir. I've been sheer in him. If I am closer to you, so not the thing say, you know what I mean? That's who I am. Online, offline, that's who I am. So you get, so I can't hide that.
Let I tell you something.
Tell me.
See, as you do this, as if you say, okay, your body, your kind physique, say, fit talk, say, maybe you know go if you want throw punch. Let me say why you to ba just punch ni mag ba ni ese o ni le dide o ni do
Some of them have no idea. They don't.
To ba je sọ̀rọ̀ ni ja sọ̀rọ̀, to ba je keke ni ja. If it is man to man, let's go. Ya were ni. We are not scared of anybody. We are not scared of anybody. We don't need anybody to come and dictate to us that we need.
How can you be scared of people that see? How can you be scared of people that you give handouts to? What kind of person will you be then? We hold the reign, okay? We hold most of the things that actually makes them relevant. So if we take them back, of course they can kick back, they can do all they can, but it won't change the fact that this is not a competition, Ahmed. If you do it, I will say it.
The moment all this, the moment you see that on this program we are raising money, doing one tono, dialoging, and you will read. Then what did and when it defraud? I want sort and you really want the answer you are disrespectful. You need that respect. You need that respect.
Anyway,
I was angry.
No, it is seriously annoying. Honestly speaking,
you want to come and tell us what to do.
Everybody malo for
I want something help when you are. What you are supposed to do with those money, you are spending it, you are enjoying yourself. People are still there. They are there, they are living their life. All those people that are going out every day on Koiki. I used to see Koiki post all
flag, everything. They have no idea.
Come on, empower okay, by APC kini wo fe o
shete lo yen but that's not the purpose.
Can't encourage one kata wa fe se niyen ki se pe keyin were ke a ma pon mo ra yin lo ke ma se fine book pẹ̀lú owó eya e ti ya were o gbogbo yen ti ya were e leni so fun yin ori ti kuru. And this idiot now that was talking, even before I go, this idiot that was talking,
sure.
Bin Usman, that Malan that was talking, Muslim.
Yes.
You see that man? He's from Kano State, Bin Usman. That's his name, Bin Usman, Sheikh Bin Usman. Yeah. He's Bushiwaye, own speak own speak Dutch, own speak Spanish, own speak French.
The multilingual, that's a plus.
Yeah, he's multilingual. But you see, I used to listen to him, normal. Emi o mama listen to their tefsir, but this tefsir about
politics, yeah. You can easily see their prejudices as well.
I don't know if I told you. I don't know if I ever told you this, my ego. There was a certain time. The last time I went back home, I went to Molokijimo. Me and my guys now Congo pray Juma. So ita lawati wa kinu. Ba se kinu ton. Naim one those ladan just stand up, come begin talk about PVC, kini kon. Ibite mi ti gbano je ni. Itati mudu si ni, my voice gone loud. I can't say, K for outside, I can't say, Dalla wannan ku gaya ma wannan ladan, Dalla ya zauna ya dina gaya ma mutane ajiya ansa PVC din banza da wofi ne za su yi da shi. Talaucin da aka sa mutane kuna gaya mutane su je su zaben hauka, I can't begin rant. People come begin look me. My guys on this. I think we need that. You know, go better for anybody. We tell me to make a check. But one day, passing abundantly. What kuku mommy? The most squad. They one mommy. Me go. I know well. Anybody who say, "Oh, be here that who come for most of my money." Or now God save them. Say, I know stay inside that mosque. I for stand up. Say, Ladan, Zauna, sit down. God save them. Say, no be time mosque. I pray. Now stand up, I stand up. What attitude to now stand mobile get out. Gbogbo nonsense, gbogbo rubbish
talk, all this nonsense, all this lies, manipulation.
They bring politics come inside mosque, and now they accept them. What nonsense is that? people come they look me, some come they say Gaskiani. Some way they say Gaskiani, some just they work up. Me, I they expect person will come face me. So Ibadu team of Dalong. I like here me watch so aba being commodia. Mun sort of man. Make I just understand when time reach.
It's almost time now, Baba. It's just about 54 days away. It's not far.
February. Ebiapa Odunayo, okay. I never say anything.
They believe that you, Ahmed, you are the one who is going to become heartbroken the moment Tinubu is elected, so that they can shame you, same way they shamed you on Buhari. I have never seen that kind of a reverse psychology before in my life. It works well in Nigeria, brother. Let me take another one.
I'm living good. I'm living okay. I'm living fine.
No, they will punish you. They will punish you by making Tinubu the president, so that they can punish you, people like you. They can put you to shame. Say you get. I showed you, Ahmed. Thank you so much. Make I take this one, brother. I believe this is Kenneth, right?
Yes,
Happy New Year, Kenneth.
Happy New Year.
It's good to hear from you again. I still kind of remember how I managed to drag you out, bring your face out, and participate in our People's Parliament where you left an indelible mark. I won't forget that conversation. How are you?
I'm fine, thank you very much. How are you still and the family?
I am very well. I'm surviving. So thanks for asking, Kenneth.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Thank you so much for everything you do.
You're so welcome.